Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be reviewing Bitcoin, Ethereum and Alibaba. We will see where they might move over the next months. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis for free, while to receive our real-time alerts on forex, stocks, cryptos and commodities, then you can join our community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. Let's start with Bitcoin against US dollar on a weekly basis. We use the weekly basis in order to better understand what is going to happen over the next weeks and months. I've been alerting the community since a few months right now that Bitcoin was inside the descending phase of the weekly cycle since October 2021. Okay, now if we analyze the two cycles, we see that both the two cycles, the Magnus cycles and the second cycle, where I've changed the parameter in order to use the average cyclicality for Bitcoin, we see that actually the two cycles are pointing down. Okay. Also, I've been adding and I've been explaining several times that the descending cycle will be ending at the beginning of the year 2023, and the new bull cycle will be starting since the second semester of the 2023. The very first sign of bullish actually will be appearing starting the second trimester, the second quarter, sorry, of 2023. Why I'm stating this is actually clear from what we see here in terms of cycle. Okay, if we project the two cycles, we see that actually the curve will be hitting the point of low around the end of the year 2022. Okay, so I've been alerting and I mean stating that the cycle, the point of low for the current cycle will be hit between the summer and the fall of 2022. Actually, this is a very important key factor for us because it allows us to actually to understand when we will be buyer again for the crypto world. Right now, we stay aside. We prefer to switch to USDT or even better to fiat currencies like Euro and US dollar, given what we've seen with Terra Luna. Okay, now if we analyze the price action, we see that the break of this actually oblique support is a very important with the oblique support, which can be detected passing by this area. Okay, so the oblique support passing around this area, 32,000 US dollar, actually is a very important key factor for us. Now, if we project the descending phase of what we see here, the breakup below this supporting area at 30,000 US dollar. Actually, we know that there is a point of buy at 60,000 US dollar. I will be stating something that can be very painful or can be very scareful for most of you. Actually, the projection is zero for Bitcoin. Okay. Why I say that is zero? Because if we break below the 30,000 US dollar, we make the difference between 60 and 30, which is 30 down. 30,000 minus 30,000 is actually zero. So is Bitcoin going to move to zero? Actually, right now, there is. We cannot say that there is not any chance to see Bitcoin going to zero. Actually, there are chances to see Bitcoin going to zero, but right now, those chances are not that much, are not that many, and the reason is because here we find a very strong supporting area around between 20,000 US dollar and this area at 13,000 US dollar. So this area between 20 and 13,000 US dollar, which will be hit over next weeks from Bitcoin, for Bitcoin, actually will be fundamental, because from here we need to see a very strong rebound. Okay, and then so we will see definitely Bitcoin going to hit this area between 20 and 13,000 US dollar, and then we should be seeing some rebound, but then we will retest again at the end of 2022, and then we will know if Bitcoin is going to move to zero or not. Again, we don't. My alert is to stay aside for now until we will see a new bullish cycle, which will be happening again. I repeat, which will be happening in 2023. Okay, so there are two cycles. There is a multi-year cycle of 6 of, to be more precise, 5.56 years, okay, with 4 years of the ascending phase and 1.52 years for the descending phase. This new 6-year cycle will be starting in 2023. For now, we are still inside the descending phase, so let's be extremely careful. We will need to monitor this area before, so we will need to see the magnitude cycles going to till this area, okay, the lower threshold, before actually buying Bitcoin again. Now let's move on and let's analyze Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum, as I've been saying several times, has a relative strength higher than Bitcoin. Yet now we are working this area around 1,700 US dollar, and as you can see here, Ethereum has formed a extremely bearish pattern, head and shoulders. This is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this one is the second shoulders. Even in this case, if we project, if we break below 1,700 US dollar, actually the projection is a zero even for Ethereum. So is Ethereum going to zero or not? That's an extremely important question, but even in this case, like for Ethereum, we will see definitely a rebound around this area between 800 and 1,000 US dollar, and even for Ethereum we will need to be waiting till at least the end of the 2022, but again the beginning of 2023, before being a buyer for Ethereum. Obviously this is a suggestion that then you will be doing your trading by your own, so this is actually what I see from the charts, and actually it's what I'm going to do personally. I'm not suggesting you to do so, okay? So your trading is actually on you, not on us. Now let's move on, let's analyze Alibaba, okay? So here we have even my, again for Bitcoin, we have my personalized indicator. My robot has a score of -8 for Bitcoin, which is actually the strongest indicator that for now we should be actually shorting rather than buying Bitcoin. The daily cycle, the 2 daily cycle are moving down, and we have confirmation even for the weekly cycle, because even in this case, as you can see here, both the 2 indicators have turned bearish. As you can see here, we are in red. Okay, very first support around 20,000 US dollar for Bitcoin, as I've been stating several times. Now let's move on and let's analyze Alibaba. Alibaba, differently from Bitcoin and Ethereum, seems to be an interesting opportunity for the buyers, and now we will see why I'm stating that Alibaba actually is in, I would say, in a very good momentum, where actually we can start adding into that. Okay, now as you can see here, we are actually at the end of the weekly cycle, which is confirmed both from the magnitude cycles and from the second cycle, where I've changed the parameters in order to, in order to better understand the cyclicality. And actually, what happened here, if we analyze the previous cycles, okay, here we have the point of high, and again here a point of high, and from here we have seen that Alibaba is moved from 300 US dollar till 70, if I'm not wrong, 70 US dollar. Okay, right now we are bottoming out, so this is actually an excellent opportunity to buy, to start buying, or to start piling into Alibaba. Okay guys, for now is everything. If you want to, you can join our community on Patreon. Thank you guys.